Hi everyone, my name is GoT. I'm here today to talk to you about Excel's GoalSeek feature. GoalSeek is a what-if analysis tool. GoalSeek is used to find the result you want by adjusting an input value. So that you can get a grip on how to use GoalSeek, I will start with a very simple example. Let's use GoalSeek to solve the expression 3 times x equals 75. We know the result we want is 75. We need Excel to determine the unknown variable x. We need to multiply the 3 in cell B7 times our unknown value in C7 to get our result. I will enter the formula equal B7 times C7. The result of the formula is 0 because C7 has no value at this time. I will click on the Ribbons Data tab. I will click on the What If Analysis button. I will select GoalSeek. The GoalSeek dialog box appears, requiring us to make 3 entries. We want to set cell D7, our result cell, to 75. So I will enter D7 for the set cell and 75 in the to value. The by changing cell is our unknown cell. I will enter C7. This cell value will give us the solution for the value of x. I will click on the OK button. The GoalSeek status window shows that the target value of 75 has been placed in D7. Excel has determined that the unknown variable has a value of 25. If I clicked on the Cancel button, the results would be removed. I will click on the OK button to accept the values Excel has entered.
In this part of the tutorial, we will be looking at how to solve a story problem using GoalSeek.
Story problems? I haven't done story problems since I was a kid. GoT is out of here.
Oh, GoT, there is no reason to fear story problems. They are done the same way as the simple equation you did. Donald owns a bicycle store. He sold 80 more bicycles this year than he did his first year. Donald sold a total of 320 bicycles during his first 2 years. The question we need to solve is, how many bicycles did Donald sell in each year? The first step is to determine what the formula will be. The first year sales can be represented by X. If the first year sales is X, then the second year sales will be X plus 80. Donald sold 320 bicycles during the first 2 years. This gives us a formula of X plus 80 equals 320. The problem with story problems and algebraic equations is that they use variable names like x and y. Let's give our variable x the name bicycles. That will be much more meaningful to us. I will click in cell E5 and enter the name bicycles in the name box, then press enter. In cell F5, I will type the equal sign and then click on cell E5. I will enter the plus sign and 80. In cell G5, I will enter the formula E5 plus F5. I will press Ctrl plus Enter. I will click on the Data tab. In the Forecast group, I will click on the What If Analysis button, then select Goal Seek. I know that the value in cell G4 should be 320. Because cell G5 is currently selected, the set cell is using G5. This is what I want. I will set the To value to 320. Cell E5 contains our unknown variable, which is the changing cell. I will click on cell E5 for the By Changing cell. GoalSeek changed the cell values for us. Donald sold 120 bicycles during year 1 and 200 bicycles during year 2. I will click on the OK button to accept the changes.
With all these kids, I need a bigger house. Do you think I can afford it, Annette?
Let's find out, Goatee. Let's assume the following. You want to purchase a home that costs $200,000. You will make a down payment of 20%. The loan will be for 15 years. Assuming you are making monthly payments, that will be a total of 180 payments. The interest rate for the loan is 5%. The loan amount would be the home purchase price minus the down payment. I will enter the formula for that. The monthly payments would be computed using the payment function. The first argument, rate, is the interest per period. The annual interest rate is 5%, but we need to use the monthly interest. The interest is computed by taking the interest rate in cell B4 and dividing it by 12 for the number of months in a year. The second argument, number of periods, is found in cell B3. The third argument, present value, is the amount of the loan which is computed in cell B6. The payment function returns a negative value, but in this case, you want it to be a positive value, so we put a minus sign in front of the loan amount. Total payments is computed by multiplying the number of pay periods by the monthly payments. Total interest is computed by subtracting the amount of the loan from the total payment. The monthly payments are currently $1,265.27. You have decided that you can't afford to make payments of more than $900 per month. You need to look at what values that affect the monthly payments you can change. You could try manually changing the values in the worksheet until the monthly payments came to $900. That would take a long time. A much easier way would be to use Goal Seek to specify your goal, which is to make monthly payments of $900, and then to select which value you would like to change to arrive at that goal. You decide that maybe you could hold off purchasing a new home until you have enough money saved for a larger down payment. You can use Goal Seek to tell you how large of a down payment you will need in order to make the $900 monthly payments. Click on the Data tab. Click on the What If Analysis button in the Data Tools group. Click on Goal Seek. We want to change the monthly payment, which is in cell B7, to $900. I will enter B7 for Set Cell and enter $900 for the To value. We want the down payment, which is in cell B2, to reflect this change. I will enter B2 for By Changing Cell. I will click on the OK button. The Goal Seek status window shows that our target value for B7 has been temporarily changed to $900. The results in the spreadsheet show that in order to lower the monthly payments to $900, we would need to increase the down payment from 20% to 43%. You see that increasing the down payment to 43% would also decrease the loan amount, total payments, and total interest. The changes made to the spreadsheet when using the Goal Seek are only temporary. If you click on the OK button, the changes will become a part of the spreadsheet. If you click on the Cancel button, the spreadsheet will return to the way it was before you performed the Goal Seek. I will click on the Cancel button. Let's do one more. This time, you want to know what the largest amount of money is you can spend on a house in order for the monthly payments to be $900. I will click on the What If Analysis button in the Data Tools group. I will select Goal Seek. We want to change the monthly payment, which is in cell B7, to $900. I will enter B7 for Set Cell and $900 for the To value. We want the home purchase price, which is in cell B1, to reflect this change. I will enter B1 for the By Changing Cell. I will click on the OK button. The Goal Seek status window shows that the target value for B7 has been temporarily changed to $900. The results in the spreadsheet show that in order to lower the monthly payments to $900, we would only be able to purchase a home with a price of $142,262.15. You can see that decreasing the purchase price of the home would also decrease the loan amount, total payments, and total interest. I will click on the OK button. The spreadsheet now maintains the changes we made.